Welcome to Abundify. Here, we explore the power of the mind, energy, and the universe to create an extraordinary life. If you believe there is more beyond what your eyes can see and wish to expand your consciousness, you are in the right place. Today, we begin a series of reflections on each chapter of the book Becoming Supernatural. How Common People Are Doing the Uncommon by Joe Dispenza. This journey will take us through profound concepts about personal transformation, healing, and the human capacity to transcend limitations. The first chapter presents us with a powerful story that serves as a starting point for understanding Dispenza's approach to personal transformation and healing. The journey of Anna Willems is a profound testimony to how mental and emotional states can define an individual's physical reality. She endured intense traumatic events, resulting in a series of seemingly irreversible health issues. However, through the conscious change of her thought and emotional patterns, she overcame seemingly insurmountable challenges. This initial narrative not only captivates but also introduces an essential premise: that we are capable of shaping our reality in a much deeper way than we usually believe. Anna's story reveals a destructive cycle common to many people, continuously reliving trauma and negative emotions, conditioning the body to a constant state of suffering. Dispenza explains that this repetition of negative emotional patterns not only reinforces psychological pain but also affects the body's biology, continuously activating the sympathetic nervous system and keeping physiology in an extreme state of alert. This prolonged stress has devastating effects: increased release of hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline, weakening of the immune system, and even the activation of genes related to chronic diseases. In Anna's case, this continuous state of tension resulted in paralysis, autoimmune diseases, and cancer. Dispenza emphasizes that thoughts and emotions are not just passive responses to the external world. They are, in fact, active agents that shape our biology. When an individual mentally relives a trauma, the brain does not distinguish between what is happening in the present and what is being remembered. This means that the body responds as if the event were happening again, triggering corresponding physiological reactions. This cycle can become an emotional and biological prison, where the past continues to define the present and future. To break this chain, a conscious effort is needed to change mental and emotional states. The turning point in Anna's journey occurs when she opens herself to new possibilities and begins to seek solutions beyond the conventional. Her first step was recognizing that she needed to change. This change began with a simple act of prayer, a sincere request for help, which led her to explore new approaches. Attending Dispenza's lecture was a crucial moment, as it presented her with a completely new perspective. If her mental and emotional states had contributed to her physical deterioration, then transforming these states could lead to healing. Neuroplasticity and epigenetics, fundamental concepts discussed by Dispenza, provide a scientific basis for this idea. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's ability to reorganize itself, create new connections, and adapt to new experiences and learnings. This means that by modifying thought and emotional patterns, we can literally rewire our brains. Epigenetics explores how external factors, including emotions and thoughts, can influence gene expression. In other words, we are not victims of our biology. On the contrary, we have a significant degree of control over it. Anna's healing process involved a deep commitment to internal transformation. Meditation became her primary tool, allowing her to reprogram her mind and emotions. However, this practice was not easy. Like many people trying to change deeply ingrained habits, Anna faced internal resistance. Fear, doubt, and medical warnings attempting to convince her that her condition was irreversible were real obstacles. However, she persisted, adopting a powerful principle. She would not leave her meditations until she felt a genuine change in her emotional state. This aspect is fundamental in Dispenza's method. It is not enough to simply think positively or repeat affirmations. It is necessary to create a profound change in the emotional state. He argues that the combination of a clear intention with an elevated emotion is the key to transformation. A clear intention provides direction, what we want to achieve, while an elevated emotion generates the energy for that change to occur. When we intensely feel gratitude, joy, or love, our body responds to these states as if the desired reality were already happening. What this chapter teaches us, beyond Anna's story, is that personal transformation requires more than just desire or intellectual knowledge. It requires a deep commitment to changing internal states, something that often challenges our identity and long-standing habits. For many people, pain becomes a familiar part of their identity, making it difficult to imagine a different life. However, by recognizing that this identity is malleable and that the past does not have to define the future, a new world of possibilities opens up. The central reflection of this chapter is that our mind has immense power over our body and our reality. Prolonged suffering is not just a consequence of external events, but also a reflection of how we choose to process and relive these events internally. Likewise, healing does not have to be solely a physical process. It can be driven by a profound transformation in the way we think and feel. Joe Dispenza does not propose a mystical or magical idea, but rather a model based on science and the experience of thousands of people who have gone through processes similar to Anna's. His approach challenges the traditional view that we are stuck in a fixed and immutable biology, offering an empowering perspective on how we can take control of our own health and well-being. This first chapter establishes a powerful foundation for the rest of the book, leaving a clear message. We are the creators of our reality, and by changing our internal states, we can transform our lives in extraordinary ways. This understanding can be both liberating and challenging, as it implies that we are responsible for our own transformation. However, by embracing this responsibility, we discover that within us lies infinite potential to create a truly supernatural existence. If you enjoyed this reflection, subscribe to the Abundify channel for more content on expanding consciousness, personal transformation, and energy. And don't forget, in the description, you'll find a link to a product that can help increase your concentration and vibration. See you in the next video.